Hey, how's it going? Um, uh, yep. Sorry, I was just like, wait, what did I title the broadcast this today? And, I don't remember. Yeah. That's from the Wikipedia article on, groundhogs. I never knew what a woodchuck was, and so I found that interesting. Apparently. Apparently woodchucks are the same thing as land beavers. Who knew? Whistle pig, was that the other one? Good stuff. Um, so the reason I went with that as the name of the broadcast today is that I'm probably going to redo everything we did yesterday, which made me think of Groundhog Day, and it seemed appropriate because we're making tunnels underground. So, yep. Just like the proud and mighty whistle pig. So this might be terrible news for some people, uh, including myself. But let's open what we did yesterday. What I did yesterday. I should take credit. I should take responsibility for this one. So yeah. So first up, like everything's just way too dark and lame. Dark and lame. So I mean, before we redo it, so as not to just redo the mistakes that we made last time around. I mean, the first thing I have to correct is the palette because this is just too dark. So yeah, like the palette's like the one thing that I think I can forage and like salvage from this version, and so in order to do that, I have to bring this way up. So brightness, contrast, brightness, contrast, brightness. This is probably a better range for like the furthest, deepest recesses of this cave. Maybe a little more contrast. Yeah, that's. I don't think we want to go much darker than that. I don't think we might not even want to go quite this dark. So now, how does that compare to this layer? That's basically this layer. That actually might be a little bit lighter than this layer. So in order to get this layer in step, we'll want to do what? But yeah, I just so brightness, contrast. Oops, wrong layer. Not the same one again, but this one. Adjustments, brightness, contrast. And I don't think we have to go quite as drastic this time, so we can dial these down a little bit. We just want this to be a little bit brighter, and just a little bit brighter than the background. We're also going to change a lot of what like these layers mean. So once we have our adjusted palette, and actually before I try and tackle this, I'm going to zoom in a little bit just so we can get slightly closer view of how this contrast will play. Right, so yeah, we don't need that much difference. Like that might be a suitable difference, for example. Yeah, that might be a suitable difference. We can at least try it, see how it goes. For the next iteration of the cave, we're not going to rely as much on the shading for depth. There's just going to be a lot less complexity. Maybe I can get ambitious someday, but I should not start ambitious. I should work my way up to it. Alright, so then on the top layer. Yeah, so now I basically replicated the top layer with that palette. So now let's tune this one just slightly. Brightness, contrast. Oh, not that one again. Layer 7. Adjustments, brightness, contrast. And And we don't even need to go that bright. Just a little bit brighter. I don't know, maybe like that. Maybe not even that bright. Excuse me. It just has to be a subtle difference. Yeah, you know what? I should just remake the entire palette. I should not try it. I should not try and salvage this old one. Oof. What we accomplished yesterday was a learning experience. We now understand what we need to do differently for the real version. So for the real version, I guess we can start with this version as like the foundation. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to duplicate these layers basically. Is there a way to just like, is there a button? Oh, duplicate layer. Cool. That's convenient. And then save, like basically just archive a copy of the old layers as I've been doing. Duplicate layer, deactivate, send away, and last but not least, duplicate layer, deactivate, and send away. Alright, actually that's pretty unnecessary, but whatever. It's actually only the top layer that I'd want to salvage much or any of, and just because I don't want to draw like the bottom and the top again, so what am I going to do to get rid of the mid-range? Ew. It's really busy, it's really noisy and messy and lame, so let's I wonder how much of it I can get rid of cleanly. Nope. Not like that. Oh yeah, I was using it along the top level. Oh yeah, no, you know what I can do? Instead of any of that business is I can just like thwomp over it with like a big rectangle. And for starters, I'm going to deactivate the other layers so it's not as confusing. So big thwompy rectangle of colors. Zoom. Alright. Because I basically just wanted to reset a little bit. Oh, not actually. Oh, can I not adjust the... Oh, no, I can. I could get... Just gonna adjust the dimensions of it slightly. Did that translate it? Or... Okay. Because I don't actually want it to come up quite... Oh, did I... Shoot. Okay, there we go. I don't want it to come up quite so high. Like that is probably better. And actually, wait, do I even want to start with this color? I might want to start with the other color. Nah, this one's probably fine. So this is going to be the cave wall. And it's not going to be as textural as it was before. Because I didn't get texture on the mountains, and I didn't get texture on the forest. So why would I get textural here? I don't know. It's kind of weird that I went in that direction at all. But that's the beautiful thing about Groundhog Day, is you get to learn from all of your past transgressions, and you get to move ahead. Or Whistle Pig Day. I like Whistle Pig. Maybe I'll add a whistle pig into the background to honor to honor the process. Alright, so what am I doing now? Now let's go with the tablet. I also realized that my dexterity is like appalling right now for some reason. I don't know why. But like I was trying to type things earlier today. Like first I was trying to type things on the virtual keyboard on my mobile device, and I was like, oh, why is it not listening? Why is it not like working? And then I assumed it was just my virtual keyboard like spazzing out, or excuse me, sorry, that word means clumsy where I am from, but I realized that it does not mean the same thing everywhere. I'm trying not to use as much. No, I assumed my keyboard was just being like my virtual keyboard was just being unresponsive, but then I tried typing on a regular keyboard. I was like, hey, my fingers, they used to work better than this. So I don't know what that's about. All right, so whereas the previous cave concept was like more of like a like a inner, like an indoor cliff peering over like a vast interior space. The this version is going to be a little bit more like a series, like a winding series of tunnels through cavernous, not cavernous, cavernous. Cavernous implies like big open caves, but like I just mean like narrow, tunnely caves. There might be some variability there, but it's not. It's not just not going to be as grandiose. Oops, I didn't think I'd actually drop that color. Alright, so first I'm just going to start with a nice even base. Just going through, just softening that seam from the rectangle that I put in. Oh, I wonder if there's such thing as a soft rectangle. I mean, I guess it still would have looked like weirdly flat, but anyways. And I should probably touch up that buffer layer, that darker layer there, because that's supposed to be, oops, that's probably supposed to be a little bit thicker. I assume I'm broadcasting right now. I know, it's funny, sometimes people like show up immediately when I start broadcasting, and sometimes it's quiet for a little while. And when it's quiet, I always assume I don't know, at a certain point I start to suspect technical difficulty, but let's see. No, it looks like it's working. Alright, I should mute my other computer. Yep. And, maybe it's the woodchucks. Maybe people aren't as enthusiastic about the woodchucks. Or the whistle pigs. No, it can't be the whistle pigs. It's gotta be the woodchucks. Yeah. I feel like I wasn't very on yesterday. I feel like so after the stream yesterday, I went back and watched the stream, because I was like, how did I accomplish so little yesterday? Like, what was I doing? And what I realized is I was letting myself get really distracted. I think part of that is because I'm still getting comfortable to my new environment. But then part of it was just because I just need to be better about that. I just need to exert a little more effort to staying focused and on track. And then I think if people start having like an entire discussion in another language, I think I just can't engage. I think I just have to not do that. Because we definitely had a nice long conversation in Google Translate's interpretation of Japanese yesterday. It was lovely. I had a fine time yesterday. I had too fine a time yesterday. Alright, so cave, 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 cavey, cave, cave. Yeah, like I think caves branch a little bit, right? Like caves aren't just like one long tunnel. Like they fork and go off in different directions. Probably. I assume so. At least, it'd make sense if they did, right? Because why would it make sense if they were all just like one long 2-beat tunnel? Whatever. I don't think that makes sense. So anyways, this is our nice basic boring cave. And so basically what the background is going to be here is like much uh, broader detailing for like stone walls. So like we might have like this brush is probably too big, but like we might have like like stone type shapes along the walls, which these are kind of supposed to be. I'll clean those up though. And then we'll also have like passageways where like I don't know, we might have like a tunnel type space leading off into, and this is where we'll these are like the type of places where we'll go back into and like add transparency to go down to the lower layers. And the lower layers will also have like sometimes like flat walls like this layer, and sometimes further like layers that they'll have more twisting passageways that go even deeper still. And then the background is going to be a bit of a mixed bag. That's, I think, the background, I guess, is where our whistle pigs will live. Back down in the deep recesses of the cave. Except I actually meant to make this further over here because I meant to have more space for shading. Doop. Actually, I don't know. I guess I kind of want to, like, I guess we can imply, like, height, too, right? We can imply that, like, sometimes the caves will, like, go, like, off and upwards, and sometimes they'll go, like, off and downwards, so we can kind of, like, play with that by the way we, like, define the, depth here. And, so I guess, well, this should, like, connect. It shouldn't just be, like, kind of left hanging. Then I guess we can also put like a little bit of a path here, like leading off in that direction, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's basically, oh, and I'm also not doing a very good job of like line width. I just have like this nice fat line width, whereas I actually want it to be a little more like, a little less regular. It's like a little more rock-like, I guess. Alright, so it was yesterday I spent like a ton of time making things so needlessly complex. Today we're gonna do something a little bit more like this, I think. And there's gonna be like a vague sense of lighting, I guess, for no particular reason. Maybe I should imply lighting comes from like the tube lighting that runs like down the length of the cave, because like I don't know, hypothetically an adventurer could be carrying a torch, or maybe they can't because that would have a significant impact on like the lighting situation in the cave, and maybe I can't. So maybe those bonus items, those bonus like character items, can't have light sources on them. That might break my fragile lighting environments. Anyways, yeah. So today is just gonna be hopefully less time today. Like that's one of the big goals. It's like not taking up nearly as much time with all this. I think this plan is being less grandiose. I think this plan should be like a little bit quicker to implement, hopefully. And then like I guess there can be like, I guess like all the cave stuff doesn't have to be like uniform. Like there can be like peeking passageways into like the back caverns. The other thing I noticed when I'm not running the script, which is probably fine because Gosh, did it look dumb. Oh, I'll reinstate the old environments, and then yeah, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll let it go. No, I should keep the cave for testing purposes because as soon as I'm ready to as soon as I have like a first draft of these things up and running, I should replace it. Oh gosh. Why did I do that? No, maybe I just won't run it for now. I'll just not run the script right now. Ugh. Just bad memories. Just too many bad memories. Alright, so yeah, I don't. So yeah, yesterday I forget if I finished that thought. Yesterday the layers looked too flat. They didn't convey depth at all. Like I didn't feel like I was looking down into tunnels. Like I felt like there were just these like thin sheets just sliding past, and so that's one thing that I want to fix today too. With I guess how do I do that? I guess I just have to imply depth like this, like with the like rocks, like have some rocks that are clearly in front of other rocks, and just kind of go with that. I guess I can like cast shadows from like some ambiguous light source. The light source is always like up. Well, sorry for camera. It's like up, like coming down from this direction a little bit. So, for some reason that is true in the cave as well, despite the cave not really having any specific light source. So maybe, gosh, I keep thinking to myself, oh, I should add that glowing fungus, but like, no, I shouldn't really. Oh no, you know what I should be doing? Is drawing this on a separate layer, so I don't have to keep switching colors. I could just use the eraser tool or whatever. So the rocks are like kind of squarish, I think, for some reason. These ones are, anyways. I don't know, whatever. Oh man, I'm gonna be a bit apathetic. I can feel the apathy washing over me already. Like for a good game, like, you know, it would be expected to spend like a good amount of time working on the art for it. But like the thing is, like, hypothetically, like when you spend a lot of time on art, you might end up with good art, whereas I'm not ending up with like good art. I'm just like ending up with like art. I'm just ending up with like this art, which I don't know. Draw your own conclusions. Maybe I should still heed what I was like looking at yesterday about forms in caves, like how there are like distinct horizontal forms. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing a little bit, but I should probably stay cognizant of that. Oops, I don't want to switch layers. Stay cognizant of that. Actually, it's probably just, oh, add color to palette. Yeah. Wait, where did you go? Huh. I hit the add color to palette button, but I don't know where I added it. Add color to palette. Where's this alleged palette? Add color to palette. Add color to palette. What is that not? Add color to palette. How many times do I have to click add color to palette in order to actually add the color to the palette? Where's this alleged palette that it's getting added to? So many questions. So many questions. Whatever, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Alright, so yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? So then we just have to do this all the way across. Um, and they won't all be just like this. They'll be like, just like maybe the next one isn't that far off, but maybe the next one like is actually fairly near. Maybe it's like not as curvy. Maybe it's a little more vertical, and maybe maybe it's a little more. Maybe it's a little more elongated too. Like maybe it goes. Maybe it like runs a little more like lateral to the path a little bit before it breaks. So like maybe I shouldn't have done this one as close. That might be weird. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I can always move it if needed. I just won't do the mid texture yet, in case I want to change that. So like, what if like the path was like a little bit affected? There's actually like, if there's actually like kind of like a branch in the path a little bit. Like what if it actually looked like it might go off in this direction alternately? And then, actually, I guess I should also have like a bit of like not just stop abruptly, kind of, I don't know, like that. And then I don't know, in terms of like the shading, like consistent to the rest of the shading, I think it would actually be pretty dark on this back wall. I think it could actually like come down like with like a shadow from this like ambiguous light source that we haven't really identified. But then maybe it's not completely dark. Maybe there's like highlighting in there a little bit, but maybe it's like further. Maybe, I don't know. And then I was thinking like maybe there's some like light spots, like highlights. In the darker area, and then outside of the darker area we can go back to like shading more by outline than by the negative space. Maybe? I don't know. Still kind of playing it by ear here. So maybe there's like a bigger rock shape that like or I guess there shouldn't be super big rock shapes here, right? Or like, alright, so maybe it's not, maybe it actually doesn't go that, oops, saving, oops, whatever, okay. Actually, I guess it should be further over here. So like maybe this is like the bend, as it were. This is like where the path starts to bend off in that direction. And so this is a big rock. And it has like consistent shadowing, shadowing, I don't know, whatever this whatever this dark light contrast is supposed to represent. And then there are these like little stones here, so I should probably continue that and add some more like little stones. Oops, wrong color. And actually, it's bigger than the other one, so I should probably. No, actually, that could be about the same size. I'll make just more though. Doop 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 doop. And then lighten up this edge a little bit. And then I don't know. That could be a smaller stone or something back here. Just so it looks consistent. Like it's not. I don't know. I might just leave this area dark and like ambiguous, but just so that like this whole section doesn't seem like it's just coming out of nowhere. I should also look at this at a broader view. Yeah, I don't know. This could be okay. I just have to flesh it out now. Yeah, this is probably better than what we did yesterday because it doesn't look so flat. This, yeah, I think, like I suspected a moment ago, I think this is too far in, it's too close to this other place, so, I might do like a thin pillar type thing, but I don't want to do it right here. I want to do it, it's like, let's move this, I don't know, like here-ish. Is that far enough? Yeah, it's probably far enough. And then let's just cover up that other spot for now. And I have to clean up all the edges again, anyways. So I'll just have to come back and make sure I don't leave those like seams there. Actually, no, I guess I could do that quickly now. Doop 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 doop. Oh, that one works. This color. I am fixing the seams that I just introduced by copy and pasting. And once I've done that, I will I will finish fleshing out this wall. We're rocking out this wall. Yes, I will rock this out. I will completely rock this out. I kind of want to do what? I want to just add like a hint of darkness to. Oh yeah, like shadowing here, right? Okay, so I think we would actually in this setup we would have like a shadowing. Whoops, that was not actually how I meant to do it. I should be working on separate layers for this. It'd be a lot easier if I was working on separate layers for this. Because basically what I want to do is just like add a sliver. Yeah, whatever, new layer. Basically just want to add like a sliver of shading here. Not too much though. Something like that, I think, maybe. So let's smoosh that down, I guess. Yeah, I guess we can do it that way. So... No, I should just be doing this on another layer. Maybe I should just be doing this on another layer. And then I can stop switching colors so much. What? Oh yeah, I color picked from the empty layer. Whoops. Okay. And I do want like, so we have like the lumpier walls, but I think there can be like some stretches of like less less lumpy walls. There can be like some slightly smoother sections in the wall um, as well. I think that'd be okay. Because I don't want to do like wall carvings. Like I might want to do like or like a cave painting sort of situation. Yeah, buffaloes. Or wait, maybe I can interpret in a cave painting style. Uh, uh, Whistle hogs. Maybe I can depict whistle hogs in a cave painterly style, and then and then and then and then in the background layer we can actually have the whistle hog. Maybe we won't actually depict the whistle hog. Maybe just in the very back layer there'll be two like glowing eyes or something. Like you know when you catch an animal's eyes with lights, there's that like sheen that you get back. Uh, wow, cave painters are really good. Like if I added these cave paintings to my picture, people wouldn't think it was a painting of an ox. They would think it was supposed to be an actual ox because these cave paintings are better than my art style. They're more realistic than my art style. So so that's interesting. I was not expecting that. Um, I might just go like more silhouette type stuff. Are these really cave paintings? Or are these like just people painting? Are these people painting paintings of cave paintings? uh, hmm. Um, yeah, alright, I'll just like use these basic forms, I guess. Alright, so the gist is like simplicity. Well, alright, before I start going in on cave painting, I should still render out the wall to have like form and like volume and stuff because we will still want that. So so no, not dropper tool. Uh, I guess I'm just gonna see if I can get by with just like having like a crack. Whoops, having like a crack in the wall, sort of thing. Just like having very light texture to the wall, like not anything as like intense as like what we had going on yesterday, but just like so there's like a little bit of a stone shape to it. I don't know if that's working, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's nice not having to switch between the drawing and the switch between colors anymore. But I keep forgetting I don't have to do that anymore. Like right there, for example. Oh, I'm not talking either. Alright, so I'm just trying to add like features to like make this look like a stone surface. And it might be that this like I think this doesn't necessarily look bad, what I've done so far, but it might be that it's, like, not compatible with, like, the other rendering type that we've done. So it might be that I don't know, I might have to, like, give these things a little bit of help in order to get them looking quite right. And then also, yeah, how am I going to do the cave paintings? If I'm going to do cave paintings, how am I going to do them? I guess I could do them, because I want to introduce, like, more color. I tend to use, like, a pretty limited palette for this stuff, so I mean, I could add a little more color. I could just add in, like, a, what would it be? Just like a charcoal. So I could, or I could use, I could use this dark color, I guess. I don't know, how'd that go? How'd that look? If I tried to make, like, really fine little painting-y type buffaloes. Is that the right color? No, that's not the right color. What the heck? Oh, I used the eraser tool there, not the dropper tool. Doops. Right. So I just had, like, little. It's probably too dark. That is my cave painting of a whistle hog. Yeah, no, that's way too dark. But I guess, yeah, so I'll probably just take this color and desaturate it. So, just so it doesn't imply shading, I guess. I don't know. That could work, maybe. We'll find out. No saturation for you. Alright. So what if we used this to draw our, it was like, oh, okay, much less dark, which I guess is good. So it's like, how's that for or whistle hog with giant ears? Does that read? That's probably more distracting than anything. It doesn't feel as dark. I guess because blue has naturally, like, blue just tends to feel darker. Hey, Lee Rich, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome. I am drawing a picture of a groundhog on a cave wall. Not really, I'm just drawing, like, an ambiguous cave drawing thing. I'm just trying to see if I can actually even get this effect to work. It might be that I shouldn't. It's probably that I shouldn't. I should probably just stop trying. Because I think, like, yesterday I'm getting a little off track when I should instead just be delivering on a very simple concept. So, alright, that was fun. And now let's forget that ever happened. When were you streaming, Lee Rich? I mean, the answer is no, but the answer is also that I haven't been watching streams, really, so anyways, so what's up with stuff? What is up with stuff? Yeah, can I justify even these together? I mean, I guess I don't need to if I'm not going to draw anything on the walls. I don't need to have this, like, alternative rendering of cave walls. I just make it all like that. So, yeah, I should probably just make it all like that. Interesting idea is a generous way to describe it. Yeah, no, my morning routine does not involve watching dev streams. Sorry, bruh. I'll watch them more in the evenings. Well, no, I guess I will watch them at odd times. I don't have a schedule for watching streams, which is why I didn't keep a schedule for watching streams. And I was really surprised when people, like, demanded that I keep a schedule for streaming. I was like, because that's not my mode of entertainment. My mode of entertainment is not like, here is my entertainment time, and here is when I want to. No, it's like, when do I feel like watching something, and I'll watch it then. Alright. Have fun. Uh, so more rocks, I guess. Just rocks, rocks everywhere. um, yeah, I mean, I guess that works about as well as anything. I guess I don't have to imply depth all the time. I can just like make rocks that aren't as depthy. Like I can save the depth and use it strategically. So you can have like, what brush size was I using? I think I was using like 6 or something. I can just have like rock sheets that are like maybe some are tall and some are not as tall. And oh, some of them are like really long. Like that's what kind of like what we were seeing yesterday. It's like there's like long stretches of like maybe they're broken at places, but also just have like these long stretches too, where they're not really casting shadows because they're like pretty consistently like on a similar level. No, I was not casting shadows because they're pretty consistently on a similar level. And then I can probably like put some forms between these two or in front of these to break them up a little bit. It doesn't count as lurking if you talk. Yeah, you're welcome to lurk. Lurking is fine. Fine and dandy. My upload speeds, as far as I can tell, are fine, so I don't think it's a failure of upload. It might be Twitch being Twitch. Sometimes Twitch is Twitch. In fact, Twitch is almost always Twitch. But sometimes Twitch being Twitch means you're my natural response to statements of that ilk is to say, if someone says that's a something, I say you're a something, but I won't say that on stream. But no, there's nothing here that looks like that. You're just you just have a twisted mind. I hope this isn't news to you. I'm assuming you'd learned that at some point in your life before today. Oh yeah, also my rocks should have like undershading too, especially like the ones that are supposed to like be like deep. There's no message to get, Rich. We're having a conversation. No, you're acting like apologetic for like your mode of viewership, but like no, my whole point is that like we are free entities. We can do whatever the oh man, I was about to swear because I feel impassioned about this. No, we can do literally whatever we want at any moment. Like if at any moment you're not doing what you want to be doing, unless you have a really good reason, you should probably stop doing it, right? So if you want to lurk, lurk. If you want not to lurk, don't lurk. Like follow your heart, Elite Rich. Follow your elite heart. And if you're doing that and you're happy, then and I'm doing that and I'm happy, then that sounds like a wonderful way to live. So this is why I implore us to be doing it, precisely that. I'm like drawing things, and so I forget to say things. It's like so difficult for me to be drawing things and be saying things. That's just, for some reason, a very difficult concept for me. It's just very difficult for me to grasp. Can I just have like a shadow of nothing? Ooh, that sounded way deeper than I meant it. Can I just like put like an arbitrary shadow here to imply like an inset region? I don't know how that's gonna work out. That's called a vow of silence, and yes, that is what makes some people happy. I think they call themselves monks, and yeah, I mean, it seems like a really interesting life. I've never taken a vow of silence, but like, I don't know. There was, of course, the time when I like was really like the first time I really thought about a vow of silence. Like I just think about like all that entails, and like, I don't know. It's like free. Hey Tom, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, vow of silence seems like it'd be really freeing in a lot of ways. Because think of how much time you spend thinking about what to say, and like all of a sudden you have all that time back because you never you're never gonna say anything. It's like literally never a concern. Um, Tom, welcome. We were just talking about the essence of happiness, and and uh, specifically like what we do. Uh, it was like a whole conversation, but the gist was basically like what we get was someone so Rich mentioned a vow of silence, which I don't know. I get it's such a strange concept because like communication is so like it's so much, it means so much, but yeah, I don't know. Some people live that way. Some people have taken that vow and live accordingly. Can I just like run this right up to the edge here? That might not make as much sense unless I start, because like what does this shape mean? Oh, so if anything, it would not run right up to the edge. It would hook upwards slightly. Maybe, I guess, to go around the corner. That looks chunky and awful. Line width. But does that make sense? I guess. Well, so I guess actually, if I did it that way, then it shouldn't like come like flat, or it shouldn't like curve. It shouldn't have this like hook curve area. It should actually like fall flat. So I might want to. Actually, I might want to do this part on the lower layer because it started on the lower layer. Did you know that? Hey Tom, did you know that woodchucks are the same thing as groundhogs? Or I don't know. That was a revelation to me. And then, according to Wikipedia, also whistle pigs is that, I forget what it's called already, but whistle pigs, land beavers are some other names for them as well. I did not know that. I found that interesting. Probably a little too interesting. Oh, actually, yeah, we don't have to shade this very brightly. It can be fairly dark because it's like kind of in. Yeah, I guess it should be shaded along the top, but then I guess not as much along the side. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever. Let's let me give that a shot. See how it goes. I don't think this I don't know. This is not working yet. Maybe I can kind of like shift from like that more rocky mode, like the pile of rock sort of mode. I could like, I don't know. This might not be a complete loss. Like there might be something here salvageable. Let's see if we can't accomplish something here. So yeah, how does that work? How's this? Does that make sense? Should it go? Might want to go. Oh yeah, actually, instead of like hooking up like that, I might actually want to make it hug like, or like I want to make it go more like it doesn't have to be this perfectly round like threshold looking thing. It could be like a little askew, right? And like I think that makes a little more sense with the shapes that we were defining. Although if I angle this like this, then it kind of like mirrors that shape like that. So I'll probably actually want to have it bow out and also up a little more. I'm actually not differentiating it from that other shape. I'm actually just mirroring that other shape more closely. So maybe I should, yeah, maybe it'll just be a little less rounded, a little more abrupt on this edge. I like that. And then also let's smooth this out. Yeah, maybe. I guess actually I can darken this edge too. And then this edge as well, I guess. Although I actually don't have to do that on that layer. I can do that on the upper layer. What am I doing? Oops, no. This layer. Yeah, right, here we go. Not spill paint. I'm drawing in the correct layers. Okay. So just a little something like that. Or something. I don't know. Alright, so let's break this up more. And add more texture to it so it's not all just like flat like this. And let's fix the line weight and like a lot of stuff. Maybe I can do like the textural like non-breaking line, because like if these walls are supposed to represent like just like giant slabs of like unbroken rock, then like they would have like some texture to them. So I don't know if it's gonna be like more just confusing than anything to just trying to depict that, or if that'll actually work. I don't know. Let's find out. So I can also represent like a vertical striation here. For this like for this really tall section. And actually I guess it doesn't have to touch the ground completely. I can just kind of like go like that, maybe? I don't know. How does that look in the big view, the big picture? Yeah, that could be okay. In fact, I should probably do more of this. I should probably use that, like for any like big rock surface, it'll probably have some textural quality to it. I should probably add that in somehow. So like for example, in these places, maybe there's like a kind of like a little something like this, and then like maybe something like this, kind of. Actually, no, that doesn't look right. More like this, maybe. Oops. Cut a little too hard. Something like that, I guess. Maybe. I don't know how this is gonna work. And then like a little bit like this. Please look good. Please work. Please work. I don't know. I'm kind of just trying some stuff at this point. Yeah, I think I think it works better here, but I did a better job depicting it here. Rich. Oh, what hey guys. Cool. I like that macro. Oh, that just reminded me of something. Oh, I know what I should do here. I should do, that, maybe? I don't know. This is gonna be, like I said yesterday, art, like a lot of the times I don't know what to say, like when I'm working on art, is because it's all trial and error. And so like honestly, like my internal dialogue is like, should I draw a line here? Yes, no, no, yes, no, 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 no. Should not draw a line here. Eraser tool. And I have to come up with something to say. So I'll talk about maybe my efforts to try and force like a topic is why I was messing up my art constantly yesterday. Maybe I was getting I was getting too disconnected from it. Like, does that just mean I shouldn't do art on stream? Like, what does that mean? Alright, I think this shape that I'm trying to convey is actually not correct. Maybe I'll just stop trying to force it. I'll just I don't know. I'll just try and stay conversant without like changing what is actually like on my mind. So this line, I don't know. I want to have like I want to convey like a like an inset shape. Like these aren't all just like strictly flat surfaces. And I guess I'm not exactly certain how to convey that. I guess I can do different like line width or whatever. And oh yeah, no, you know what else I can do to oh yeah, no, you know what I'm gonna do is this and then like this. And then I'm even gonna, to really sell it, I'm gonna put like rocks like just floating right here. Like floating, right? So like the only way a rock could like really float here would be if this was like a platform for rocks to float on. I think. So let's see how that goes. Again, it's all about trial and error. It's like that one, there's that one, and then there's like that one a little bit as well, maybe. Does that convey depth? Kind of, maybe. I don't know. I think it conveys it well enough that I'm gonna not worry about it right now. I'm just gonna leave it like that, and if it doesn't make sense, then it's just gonna be like a little bit of a background that's just gonna float by, and then people will see it for a second, and then it'll just go away, and then they'll never have to worry about it again. And if anyone thinks it looks super weird, then whatever. I'm not gonna care. Oops. Well, actually, no. I can just like that. A little bit. Not all of which is gonna stay. Oh, some of it actually. Ooh, yeah. Some of it actually can. Some of it actually can be like that, but most of it actually is gonna be cutting back across like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Alright, so anyways, that could, you know, whatever. So, yep, now, alright, so we have like a little bit of variety for how these rock shapes might work, and now we can just extend this across all the way. So it's taking a little more time than like just slapping in the trees, for example, but I think we at least have like, this feels a little better proven out than what we had before. And like on the back layer, I can go a little bit faster and a little bit quicker because it'll be a little bit darker, and there'll be a little bit less there to see. So, yeah. I should replace the I was just thinking I should replace like the oh no, I'm not running the thing. Well, yeah, no, whatever. I'm gonna yesterday I waited too long, and it took me too long to discover that everything I had done sucked. So today I'm not gonna make that mistake. I'm gonna test earlier and oftener. Earlier and more often. So file open BG0 paste. Look at that radical improvement, sudden and radical improvement. And I'm gonna save over that. I'm gonna come back here and undo the scooshing of the layers. Undo, I said. Thank you. And then let's run the script and see how it looks. Hopefully this will look a little bit better than yesterday's train wreck. It could happen. Alright, so I clearly have some edge work that I have not noticed is incorrect. But I think that looks better. So like this area looks flat, but this area is supposed to look flat. This area looks a little bit flat. Like I don't think the depth is 100% magically perfect, awesome, perfect. but it's pretty good actually, I think. I want to touch up the lighting there, but yeah, for the most part, I think this actually could be okay. The background's too dark, of course, but I already knew that. And yeah, I don't. The way I set up this cave, like, it doesn't really look like it would have stalactites or stalagmites, really. Like, it's more like just rock lump stuff. So maybe I'll reserve the stalactites and the stalagmites for the layers that are further back, that are like a little further like underground, like into the depths, the recesses of the earth. Uh, hmm. These cave mouths are like really, really tiny too. I might want to exaggerate them, not because I actually want to make the cave feel bigger. Like, it's probably okay to have some small ones. Like, I should probably add more small ones, but then also have at least one slightly larger one. Otherwise, you're never really going to see like what's in the deeper layers, really. This is gonna, yeah, not in any reasonable measure. Some people don't like it when I make sloshing noises on stream, so warning, sloshing noises. I'm just gonna have a sip of tomato juice, if you don't mind. All right. Excuse me. So yeah, there could be like a larger opening here. And that'll be like the one where you can actually like see a fair amount of the layers that are further back. So anyways, I'll leave that running now, I guess, because why not? Actually, I might as well join the room as well, so I get a few more adventures going through. Forget cave paintings. Cave paintings, super not gonna happen. It is the latest and greatest in things that will never happen. Joining the ranks of majestic caverns and phosphorescent fungi. Yeah. Alright. So, I have like all the threads active right now, but I can keep the control panel thread inactive, because right now I don't need it. And I won't really actually need needing it for a while. Probably not until the game is up and running again. Although it could be useful for testing. Yeah, that's the way I do. This for me is one serving size. Like, this is one personal serving of tomato juice. I think my record for the most tomato juice consumed in one stream, like, this is like the 14 fluid ounces container. Oh no, this is like 1.36 liters. I think I drank like an entire 2 liter of tomato juice on stream one time. It is just good stuff. Alright, back to the cave. Hogging it up. So yeah, big opening. Big cave opening. Let's put it where? Put it. Oh wow, this is really the edge. Alright, that's not so daunting. Sometimes I wish I'd made these a little narrower, but The nice thing about the loops that I've made is that they don't literally all fit on screen at one time. So I know it's kind of nice because it's not quite as blatant that they're looping. Like it is obvious that they're looping, but just like the like the horizontal length makes it. I don't know. It's like my way of apologizing for the fact that it's just like a looping background. It's like, yes, it's looping, but here I'll at least give you this much to see before the loop occurs, and it doesn't like there's even like a slight dead zone off the edge of the screen. So like when like the scenery disappears off one edge of the screen, it doesn't appear on the other edge of the screen immediately. It does appear on the other edge of the screen eventually, but it like there's like a brief delay. Maybe I should put like a mile marker in each background, or like you know how they have like. No, that would probably just that emphasize the. Why did I not use a bigger brush for this? If I put like a waystone or like a mile marker, that would just emphasize how looping the background is, because like the environment around the mile marker would always look the same too, and then yeah. I mean, I do kind of have a mile marker in the mountains because there's the rock snowman, but all right. I just like crush this path a little bit. So yeah, what am I doing here? What am I? What is this giant opening about? Oh yeah, actually wait, no. You know what yeah, I said it earlier. I wanted an opening that had like a pillar down the center, so like it was actually like yeah, that's probably good. Oops. Is there something? Oh no, there's something on. Is it? I can't tell if there's actually ink there or something on my monitor. Is it? Oh yeah, that was actually ink. All right. All right. Yeah. So maybe not. Like maybe we want to give away like this much space, but like maybe we'll want to do it a different way. Oh yeah, no, I know one thing we could do. I did it a little bit yesterday, but I can do it more pronounced here. I might go like it doesn't have to be like immediately like a walkway sort of thing. It can be like there's like a little bit. I don't know. There's just like a little like windowy area, sort of first, and then I don't know, maybe there's like a big rock here, and then the other thing I was thinking is like there could be like a. Oh, actually, yeah, this could work pretty well, and actually it could. I mean, I covered up some of the space, but we can also like we can also extend it further by some distance, because if I put in I can put in like that stone pillar that I was talking about, where like it's like basically like a divider here between what is effectively like two openings that lead like to roughly the same place. Actually, I'll move it over a little further, because it can be a little more substantial than this. Actually, are we right up against the edge? No, we have a little space. Not much space, though. Yeah, this is probably good. Yeah, the clothes are pretty much a new fixture. I don't know, it's one of those things that like I didn't feel like I moved very far, but then I was thinking this morning, and like there are some places where people just wear like layers, like people just where like normal attire is like layers. Like the further north you go, like the more common it is that people are just more bundled up. Like it's just I mean, I think the gloves are probably a little a little that's just me. That's just me uh personally, but yeah, no, for example, like there's some places where what are, long johns or like the whatever those like people wear like a whole layer of like warmth underneath their regular clothes, just like, and that's like normal. So I don't know. I didn't move that far north, but I did move a little further north. So all right, yeah. I'm preaching to the choir here. Um, uh, so you might, yeah. As you had tuned in yesterday, you might recognize that I threw away everything I did yesterday. Like almost everything I did yesterday. Not only did I spend literally all day doing it, like I was online for like 6 hours yesterday, and I was working on the same thing for all 6 hours. But then today, I was like, I'm gonna start from scratch. but um, but the important thing that we did yesterday is we learned what works and what doesn't work, and so now we have a little bit better of that knowledge today going in, and that's why I titled the stream today as I did, based on Wikipedia's entries for what are like the alternative names for groundhogs. Because today is Groundhog Day. Or Whistle Pig Day. Is Whistle Pig one of them? I keep saying Whistle Pig because I couldn't remember what the middle one was. And, oh, awesome! Cool. I did get a chance to check out the slides that you sent over, and when I was looking over them, I was just thinking again, like, man, I wish I could have been there. But yeah, no, I bet it was great. Um, I think if I don't know. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen, but my theory is that like someday like most public things will be or like not even most public things, but like most important events will be broadcast, and so for example, in situations like these where someone's like, oh gosh, I wish I could have been there would actually be like videographic, what is it, video or something like that. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen, but it seems like it certainly could, and I feel like it certainly probably should. I don't know. I like the technology, so we'll see. uh, what am I doing here? All right, so we have this like interesting looking fixture, and this is, I guess, how we peer into the background layers more than just like getting like these little snips, but actually like seeing like some, recognizable chunk of what's in the background. So now I can start thinking about like what are the layers behind, and like honestly, like what I'm thinking of for the layers behind are basically like not having any sections like this, where it's just like flat wall sections. Maybe having like small sections, like maybe having like a little section like this, but more than that, having like basically like this all the time. So the second layer is basically like, so yeah, so the idea is that like whenever you pass by one of these things, you're looking down like these twisting passages, and so the way someday, I think we're not that far off either. I don't know. um, yeah, so the these viewports are like twisting passageways. So the only time you ever really see the layer underneath is when you're looking down these twisting passageways. So all the middle layer really has to do is like be the twisting passageways, just like more like openings to like the even further layer, and then the even further layer, I don't know. We'll see. We'll put together the first two layers and see how that works out. Because like it's still not clear to me how much visibility we'll have to the lower layer. It could be that like this is like basically the only time, like this opening here is like the only way that we actually really see the back layer. Like we might get like little glimpses of it through the smaller openings, but yeah, because like if I really fill up the middle layer, then there'll be very Like the times that the openings align will be very few, or it'll represent a relatively small percentage of the overall screen space. Um, so, yeah. All right, this is fairly straightforward. We have like a pillar. Oop, no, I did that in the correct layer. All right, Russ, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Um, Russ, I would just like to take a moment to say that I appreciate you as a person. You're a pleasure to have in chat. You are a fun and interesting individual, and it means a lot to me that you spend your time here with us, because for all those reasons I just said, you're a pleasure to have around, and that actually goes for most of you too. Uh, but I wanted to call that out specifically for us. um, what am I doing? Not keeping a consistent train of thought. That is not amongst my skill set. uh, I have some skills, some game dev skills, some other skills. Keeping a consistent train of thought is not one of them. Not, not once, not ever. It's a sliding scale. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I say nice things pro bono. uh, um, what Oh, I guess I don't have to give up on stalactites, cause like I don't know. I was thinking that this cave was like really chunky, and so like it didn't make as much sense to have like stalactites in it. But like it doesn't have to be like an either or sort of thing. Like it could be like, because stalactites occur because of like water, like minerals get picked up in the water, and so then as the water drips through, excuse me one second. Like yeah, there are minerals in the water, and as the water, sorry, my background messes up sometimes, and I realize that in order to fix it, I can just go like that. And anyways, so if you see me going like this, it's not like a mystical symbol or anything. Cool, yeah. um, uh, so yeah, it's basically just anywhere that there'd be water. So like maybe somewhere in this section there'll be like, maybe I could have like a little water, like that. Maybe there could even be like a little water drip running down. Like there could be like a slightly. I mean, this again might be one of those things where like I'm adding too much complication, but like I don't know. There could be like I could try and do like a little like patch of like a little stalactite stalagmite garden sort of thing. I don't know. Because like how do you make a cave without having any stalactites at all? That I think that's crazy talk. I don't think I would get away with that. I don't think I could get away with that. um, Ooh, fun. Oh yeah, it's about that time, right? It's the most wonderful time of the year. Final season. No, I guess it's essentially like you want a winter holiday? Here, make it through this, then you'll get your winter holiday. um, I I do not miss those. I do not miss exams of any sort. Oops, I think I got rid of a little bit too much. Let's we can it's like when you have a study buddy and you like do flashcards and stuff like that. We can do that on stream. Anyone who feels like oh, actually wait, are you guys no I guess it would be pretty uncommon for like two people to actually be studying the same thing at the same time. But who knows? What if you guys are working on similar topics? You could compare notes or oh no, I think I think I've made this offer before. Like I could try and help with like a studying topic, and I'm pretty sure, if as I recall correctly, I failed miserably at trying to be like a surrogate study partner while on stream. I don't remember exactly what were the circumstances, but I do remember failing miserably at something along those lines. So I probably shouldn't even try. Probably shouldn't. Whoa! After the holidays? Whoa! I feel like after the holidays, I'd probably have forgotten literally everything that I'd learned in the previous semester. I'm pretty sure that was my approach to the to the school year. It was just use any downtime as like a complete purge, like just a complete brain flush. Uh, uh, this reminds me of like a Tootsie Roll, like the big ones, for better or worse. Um, so, what am I trying to do here? I guess, yeah, no, maybe I'm going to, maybe I should probably cool it a little bit with the shading around here. Is that better? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm supposed to do it like that, and maybe I'll just put something in front. The nice thing about having an environment where there's supposed to be like tons of rocks all over the place is if I don't know how to draw something, I can just put a rock in front of it. Does that help you guys with your studying at all? Is there any studying that will be alleviated if you just put a rock in front of it? If it's my solution to many things. Most of my scientific discoveries come from putting phone books on things, and most of my problems in life are solved by putting a rock in front of it. I don't know. I don't know if this is working. I'm probably gonna stop trying it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine how it is. Alright, so uh, I like to aim high. I I sometimes crash spectacularly for doing so, but that's how you learn your limits, right? Uh, yeah. I mean, part of the reason I stream is because I it turns out I can't just like game dev. Like I can technically, but I work better when I'm streaming because what I found is that I like if I was working independent, if I was just working right now, I would get distracted by things that were not as good. I would get distracted by like I don't know, like legit like hardcore distractions that would like actually like take me out of what I was doing and have me working on other things instead. But shucks. Um, what if for all your answers on the test, like what if it's like hear me out. So you have a test question, and the test question's like test question is like I don't know. Here's the test question. Blah 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 blah. So you write out your answer, right? You write out your answer, and like you know most of the answer, right? You know most of it, but then like you can't remember exactly what the last part is, like what you can't remember quite what was like that one key piece of information. So you draw a diorama. Let's say it's a question about I don't know, the some sort of history lesson involving like boats. There are boats involved. Maybe there was like a war or something, or maybe it has to do with like industrial shipping complex or something like that. So there are boats. So you reference boats up here, right? So now you have like boats, right? Okay, so there are boats. So like, oh look, you're adding a helpful illustration or something, and you have this helpful illustration, and it it's illustrating your point. Oops. But then oh, I'm still on the eraser tool. But then that part that you couldn't, that answer that you can come up with. What if accidentally? What if? Hold on, brush size. What if, one of the what if one of oh no one of the boats what if one of the boats were to like tip over and capsize and then oh no, it's covering up that answer that you totally wrote. Whoops, that's not the same color gray. You totally wrote that answer. Look, there's like a little bit of it peeking out from behind the boat. But oh no, this boat capsized and it it fell over, and all the precious cargo is now floating in the sea, and oh no, it's it's a disaster, and like oh shoot, well it's covering up part of your answer, which was a really good answer. It was super good. It was like totally correct and like factual and everything, and but I mean, like, you know, sometimes ships crash, so like your professor has to recognize that like sometimes ships capsize, right? You like not all of the cargo made it from one place to the other, and so there you go. You have a nice illustration to back up your argument, and really like add not just like give the answer to the question, but like give a little extra too, right? And then I mean, like sometimes bad things happen, so like your professor can't really hold it against you if like if a ship capsized and maybe some of your answer got covered up, but like you know what, in the grand scheme of things, like that's just how it goes. So I don't know. Keep that in mind. So if you find yourself in a pinch on your on your excuse me. um, I don't know if I think if I was a professor and I got that answer, it's at least better than leaving the space blank, right? Maybe half credit. I don't know. No, it's been a long time since I was in school. My life has been so much more interesting and like full of things that like matter. And sorry, I won't go on a tirade about institutionalized education, but no, it's just like yeah, my brain is like so out of that mode. Like I don't even like process like what school means right now exactly. um, Humorless is what I remember of school. Humorless. Um, that's I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I should stop touching this Tootsie Roll. Maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe that's why I keep poking at that Tootsie Roll instead of drawing what I'm supposed to do. Whoops. I'm on the eraser tool. I meant to be on this tool and be doing like this and like. So yeah, I kind of did it. I kind of did it earlier with the first one. I kind of like implied like a depth to the whole cave experience, basically just like by making like concentric lines. Oh, I'm at the edge of the scene. Wow. All right, so yeah, I can't just do this. I have to make it look a little bit better than that, but I can kind of convey depth that way, I think. Sick references, bro. No, never mind. Sorry, I was gonna pull up a GIF on my other computer, but man, I haven't seen The Simpsons in a really long time, or Saturday Night Live for that matter, or Lonely Island, or anything along those lines. Uh, I No, I actually got out of habit of like watching like media for a while. Like for a pretty long time. Like the only time I ever watched anything was when I was watching streams actually, and it yeah, I have broken out of that habit. Like I canceled my Netflix subscription and everything. I was like just like not watching like anything like that was just strictly entertainment, and fortunately I'm saved from that. I'm not currently in that terrible situation anymore. But it was it yeah, I don't know. As a result, I think I think like my knowledge of like pop culture and like cultural references, like I think there's like a gap in it. It's like for example, all of those like all the hilarious cultural references that happened in like over the summer, for example. I'll just have to I'll just have to like fake it. I'll just have to like laugh along and pretend I get what's going on. I know it's weird because like my favorite thing on Netflix was like watching like really good TV shows that they would add like intermittently. Like they just like, got one Black Mirror that I so wanted to watch. It was like one of those ones that I was like, I was waiting for it to like reach like one of the streaming services that I subscribe to, and nope. Now everyone else gets to watch it, and not me. I still haven't reactivated my Netflix account because I have like no. Since I have no income right now, I try not to subscribe to anything with a recurring fee. I tend to go with more like fixed cost things. All right, I'm getting too fiddly with this. I'm just gonna use a slightly smaller brush and clean this up real quick, and then move on. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just doing art. I'm not talking because I forget to talk when I'm working on art stuff. And I still haven't come up with a great solution for that yet. So I just want. So I'm just doing these like lines like to emphasize the curvature of like the cave wall, so it doesn't seem like so abrupt that we just have this like giant circular portal thing going on, and also I'm trying to taper like into the like darker shading, so that way it like kind of looks recessed too, so it gets a little bit darker as we go down. Is what I'm doing now. I don't know if I'm succeeding at it necessarily, but it's what I'm trying to accomplish here. Oops, I did it the wrong way. Yeah. By the time I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'll hopefully have reached those ends I just described. Let's put it that way. But I think I'm done with what I'm doing, so hopefully I reach those ends. Benny Kappa. I'll have to do a better one someday because my face is a little off screen with that. But it was pretty close, right? That's not a bad Kappa. I don't have the I have to do the eyes too. Like I don't have the like the eyebrows. Like my eyebrows don't naturally do like the like my eyebrows are more naturally like the evil like arching inward sort of thing. My eyebrows don't naturally do like the like the facetious arching up in the middle, down in the end sort of thing. I need to practice that a little bit before I'm ready for a publication worthy Ben Kappa. All right, let's yeah, this side is easier, I think. I can go back to a bigger brush size. This side is a little more straightforward, I think. It's just more More like just like flash. Oops, not like that. But more like just like flash shading. Ugh. Why do I keep cutting into that so severely? Don't mean to be covering up quite as much. Alright. Yeah, this one's a little more straightforward. This is just like dark end, like so. And